Good afternoon. I am Sensei Kevlar. Today we're going to do a lightning talk about problem solving. Problem solving takes on many forms, but one of my favorite problems to solve is problems that I don't necessarily know the answer to. When you don't know the answer to a problem, it's a problem. When you do know the answer to a problem, it's a puzzle. And today I'm going to present to you what is to me a puzzle, but at one time was actually a problem to me. And I hope that in solving the problem together with you today, we encounter something that you might not have seen before and might not have encountered, and you learn something about problem solving. So the problem comes in the form of what I call the pill problem. The pill problem is as follows. You go to your doctor, and your doctor says, well, I've got bad news for you, and I've got good news. The bad news is that you've got a terrible disease and it's going to kill you in some horrible way. The good news is that we've got this great new medication and it can save your life and it can allow you to live a perfectly normal life. There is a catch though. The catch is that you must take the medicine in a specific way every single day for the rest of your life. And if you do this, you'll be fine. But if you mess up this medication in any way, if you deviate from the plan in any way, shape, or form, it will kill you, and you will be dead by morning. You will not survive. This is an absolute must, and I absolutely insist that you take your pills in exactly the way I prescribe. I'm going to prescribe to you two different pills. For the purpose of this discussion, we'll call them Pill A and Pill B. And I'm telling you that you must take the pills once you start taking the pills, you must take the pills every single day at exactly the same time, 1A and 1B, without fail, every single time, every single day, for the rest of your life. And before the pills run out, you need to go get more pills and make sure that you have more pills for the next day. So the doctor gives you the prescription and you go to the pharmacist, and the pharmacist gives you two bottles, which we will label A and B. And he gives you a 30-day supply and you take them home with you. And the first night at 8 o'clock at night, and the doctor is very specific about this, you choose a time at night where you're able to take this every single time. You have to take exactly 1A and 1B. It can't be 2A, 2B, 1A, 1A and no B. Any deviation from the plan, 1A and 1B, will kill you. So, the first day, you get out your pills and you take an A and a B. The second day, you take an A and a B. And the third day, and the fourth day, and the fifth day, on until the 28th day. And until the 29th day. And on the 29th day, you realize that you have two A's and two B's left because you have run out your supply and everything is going fine at this point. Well, it's 8 o'clock at night. It's time to take your pills. You look in the bottle and you see that you have two of each pill left. You make a mental note that tomorrow you need to go to the pharmacist and pick up your prescription. You still have one left over just in case for tomorrow night. Everything will be fine. This is a no problem situation. So you open up the bottle, the A bottle, and you take out your pills. And prior to this, you certainly had noticed in taking these pills for almost an entire month now that these pills are in every way, shape, and form identical looking. They have identical weights, they have identical markings, they look exactly the same. They are markerless and identical in shape and form and color and design in every way, and basically indistinguishable from each other, were it not from the bottles that they came in, which were very clearly labeled A and B for our intents and purposes. So you open up the A bottle and you take out an A pill, and you put one of the A pills in your hand, and then you open up the B pill, the B bottle, and you go to dump out a B pill into your hand. But right when that happens, your phone rings and you get distracted by a text message that's going off. And when you look back into your hand, you're now holding three pills in your hand. You just proceeded to dump the entire contents of the B bottle into your hand, and now you're holding one A and two B's in your hand. Well, the doctor was very, very explicit about this. You absolutely cannot deviate from the plan of 1A and 1B. And now we have a situation where we have 1A and 2B in our hands, and we have no way of distinguishing which is which. In a normal situation, we might throw out these pills and start again, but we don't have another B to start over with. We only have 1A left in the original bottle. This is a problem for us. And the problem solver will find a problem for this inevitably. And he will sit here and apply solutions until we can find a problem. So let's see if we can try and apply some solutions to this pill problem. Well, for starters, we might consider throwing out one of the pills at random. This would have a 33% chance of getting it right. I'm sorry, getting it wrong, and a 66% chance of getting it right. So 1/3 of the time we would choose the A pill and throw it out, and then we would end up with 2 B's in our hand, and that would kill us. The other way of thinking about that is we would take 2 out of 3 times we would choose one of the B pills at random, throw it out, and we would get an A and a B left in our hands. This makes our survival chances 66% at this point, which is better than a 0% chance. I'll certainly take that over a 0, but it's not the 100% chance that we're looking for here. Let's try and see if we can find a better solution. Well, one thing that we might consider is, what if I were to be a different size? What if I were a giant? What if I were exactly twice the height and twice the weight of my current, twice the mass of my current size? Well, one logical conclusion of that example scenario might be that I would take 2 pills, 2 A's and 2 B's, because I was twice the person that I needed to be, and I needed twice the medicine. This is one logical conclusion. Well, let's see what happens if I make myself twice the size and I take all the pills and I dump them out into my hand, and then I take all the pills. What if I were to then, shrink myself down by reducing my weight by half? I would also reduce the pill size by half. And this, in fact, gives us our answer. It's not that I need to grow myself. What I might do is I might cut all the pills in half. If I cut all the pills in half, then I can take half of each pill. If I cut the A's in half, and then I take half an A and half an A. If I cut the B's in half and take half a B and half a B, well, that's half an A and half a B. Half an A is equal to 1A, and half a B and half a B is equal to the other B. The other way of thinking about this is I might dissolve all the pills in a glass of water and then drink half the water, because 2 A's and 2 B's dissolved into a glass of water will give us 1A and 1B, and thus we will survive the pill problem. I hope this was helpful in getting you to think about problem solving, and I hope to see you in the dojo. Thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.